some sort of future payment arrangement according to her financial circumstances, because there's nothing there to involve.
But then the defendant, Mrs. Agala, arrives home early.
Hello, enforcement agents, Mrs. Agala.
The reason for our visit today, the claimant owns 28 Oxford Road, where your sister was renting, okay? And there was 12 months rent outstanding.
Mrs. Agala's sister, Fuchsia, the tenant who built up the £12,000 in rent arrears, also arrives.
Is this her?
Your sister, hello.
Okay.
My sister, she said, they need a reference. So
Yeah.
that's I give my name. I'm not say I'm paying for her rent.
Well, I think...
And I say I have reference. I leave this address. She's my sister.
Well, you signed paperwork as a guarantor, not reference.
If you didn't sign as a guarantor, the landlord would not have given her the property. Do you know what a guarantor is? It means that your sister should have made payments on her rent. You've guaranteed that you would pay the money in the event that she can't. So between you, then you need to find £11,000.
Goodness.
11,992. It's a lot of money.
I know.
Mrs. Agala's sister is a refugee from Somalia. After a family tragedy, she fled to England with her 3 young children. She was evicted when she fell behind with her rent.
What the landlord's chosen to do, he's chased you here because you were the guarantor.
Ayub explains the situation to his mother.
No, council can be here. I know. But where we can bring that money? So we can't pay that money. So what we can do then?
At the end of the day, I have to look at their ability to pay and what they can afford to pay that's sustainable over a period of time, without it causing too much of an impact on their family.
It's clear to the agents that the family has a limited income, but they must try to recover as much of the debt as possible.
If your mum's got savings or something, she might be able to put some of those savings to reducing this debt, and we can arrange an arrangement.
I don't expect you to have £12,000. I don't expect you to have it. Yeah? But you need to pay a significant amount towards it.
Can you find £3,000?
Wow. I've got 3,000.
Well, the bill is just under 12.
Take it when you want it.
Okay.
Because I didn't have 3,000.
It seems that the family can't even raise the reduced amount the agents have asked for. But as they're duty-bound to get the case resolved, will Mrs. Agala be able to save her family's few possessions? High Court enforcement agents Del Anglin and Brian O'Shaughnessy were in North London to collect nearly £12,000 in unpaid rent.
Between you need to find £11,000.
11,992. It's a lot of money.
Mrs. Agala acted as a guarantor for her sister, but when she defaulted on her rent, the landlord pursued Mrs. Agala through the courts for the money.
But where we can bring that money? We can do that.
Can you find £3,000?
Wow. I've got 3,000.
Well,
Get what you want.
okay.
I didn't get it.
Now, with the risk of losing everything, Mrs. Agala's son, Ayub, tries to reason with his mother.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's why صدحكم كاش ما تجيبوا لي. صدحكم كاش تذكرنا. That's why let's first ما صدحكم هلا يريرين. That's why على قاتل عقاد كنتي أنا تجا.
It's clear the family can't raise £3,000. So now the agents need to assess whether they'll be able to recover any of the £12,000 at all.
if we're going to try and help resolve the issue, let's start with what comes into the house. How much we're talking about?
Ankara, how can I get that money? I work part-time and my sister is income supporting. Where we get that money?
So your sister's on income support,
Income support, yeah, she
living...
waxaa la eegayaa inta laga qaadi karo lala xisaabtamaya inta soo gasha lacagta.
When her debtor's telling me the truth, having given the right degree of empathy and listened to them, I can feed back to the claimant and say, this is their situation. They haven't got a pot to in. However, they can pay something as opposed to nothing.
The agents have been in the flat for nearly 40 minutes. With emotions running high, they decide to offer the family a lifeline.
So I don't want you guys to starve. Do you understand me?
And I'm happy to set a monthly arrangement. £1,000 a month.
You can do £1,000 a month.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah. We're going to set an arrangement, yeah?
Agrees with Ayub that the family can afford the repayments.
We can't pay. Counting what I get now and counting what my sister gets because my sister is income supporting. We pay 500 pounds. 10,000 because she's 10,000 is heavy. You get salary high. No. So iga tayhi. So please. Ayub iga daa hadalka badan. Ayub hadalka ma iga tayhi. Hada arrintan inay soo afcirantaan rabaan. Qaleenkan inaan soo afgarayno. Maaha inaan ii sheeg.
The family are in crisis. Brian decides to intervene.
What I don't want to do is you to be upset any further. £500 a month, I'm happy. And we want to set something that's sustainable for you, and you said you can do that. It's not reasonable.
Brian calls the office to see whether the claimant will accept the family's offer of £500 a month.
Hello. They've worked out all the finances, the incomes and outgoings, 500 is fine. Yeah, can you phone the client and tell him 500 a month, starting 30 days from today? All right, bye. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
No job.
That's why you wanted to pay the lower amount, right? But you got the whole family here. You can get together and resolve this, yeah? Your son's here, and even though he's not working, he still wants to help.
He'll get a job soon. We're managing it now.
Definitely.
You don't have to walk looking behind your back now, you know?
Hello?
The office calls back with a response from the claimant.
Yeah. Okay.
way aqbaleen
Okay.
ka aqbal 5 bixiso bishii
Okay, we got...